What's up, Ruthless Addicts? I'm Tika Tashawn. Thank you for stopping by our channel, All Things Ruthless. Today we will discuss episode 3 of Ruthless, entitled The Holy Ground. Okay, y'all, let's get into it. So we find out that Lynn has PCP and LSD in her system after returning from the Rakadushi compound. Yes, she's taken to the hospital. Brian finally arrives, and they're trying to see what's going on and determine if she's been raped or what else is going on with her, because she seems totally out of it. But do y'all know the doctor had the nerve to accuse Brian, of all people, the caring, sweet husband, Brian, of abusing and raping his wife? So, of course, he didn't take too kindly to that. He didn't, feel like he was worthy of an accusation as such. So he had Mac to talk to the doctor and let her know, look, this guy's an FBI agent. I know him, I trust him. He wouldn't do something like that. All right. So we move on to where Tally is she's still locked up in the container after being beaten. She's still in the container, and she warns Andrew that the highest is going to cleanse you, and when he cleanses you, he's going to drug you and he's going to rape you. So you need to be careful. We need to hurry up and get out of here. I need to know if you're with me. She's still trying to gain that trust in Andrew, that he's really going to do what he says, and that's take her away from the Rakadushi compound. But right now, she is very, very hard for Tally to trust him. So we're gonna see in whether it's today, tomorrow, whatever episode, whether or not Tally truly starts to trust him. Okay, so because Ruth has brought her daughter to the Rakadushi compound, she has now been chosen to take Tally's place as an elder. Now, in the midst of this, the way that she can become an elder is the fact that she has to beat Tally. Now, mind you, Tally and her came to the Rakadushi compound together, so they're pretty close. They're, prior to coming to the Rakadushi compound, they were pretty close. But Tally eyes have awakened all of a sudden, saying that, hey, this isn't the place we need to be. We need to get out of here. We need to get our children out of here. And Ruth is in a whole nother zone. She's like, oh, the highest loves me. He's going to make me his wife. I'm going to lay with the highest. And she's all in. So at this point, Tally can't even trust Ruth to tell how she really feels about being at the Rakadushi compound. Okay? So in front of the entire congregation of the Rakadushi compound, including the children, Ruth has to beat Tally. Not only does she have to, she doesn't have to just do a little slap or, a little kick. No, she has to literally beat her. And the highest said it, beat her. And Ruth is like, wait a minute, no, I can't, do that. Her daughter's watching. But at the end of the day, Ruth chose the highest over her friend Tally. And Tally's been trying to tell her, look, this isn't the, place that we thought it was. So anyway, Ruth ends up beating Tally, really beating her, kicking her, punching her, all in front of her kid, all in front of her daughter Tavia, which we're introduced to tonight. And she sees, Tally is trying to tell Tavia, look away, baby, look away. But the highest like, that's not your daughter anymore. Your daughter belongs to the Raku. So kids are forced to watch Tally being beaten. So it's like a public beating, in other words. So all of this in front of her daughter, and they pan over to a scene or a little phrase, a little capture of the daughter, and she's crying. And there's another little girl that's crying just as much as her. And it makes you wonder, like, why would they pan directly on that other little girl? She's crying like it's her mama that's being beaten. So, we'll see. I don't know if they're going to make anything else out of the other little girl. Just me being a little extra Inspector Gadget trying to see what's going on. Detective Clue, that's what I like. But we'll see. We'll see where that goes. So now Andrew is forced to take Tally back to the container. So Tally is saying, first of all, she's not willing to go because she's just been beaten, so she's hurting and she doesn't really want to get up and walk like that. So Daikon tells Andrew, no, don't just help her up, drag her by her hair. So Tally is literally dragged from the courtyard area, the little gazebo area, all the way to wherever that container is. And it don't look like it's a short route. Like, they look like she's being dragged through rocks and everything. So yeah, she's forced to make her way back to that container. And once she gets into that container, that's when Tally, she's trying to warn Andrew, like, I told you they were going to beat me and they're going to beat me and they're going to kill me. So I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it, She's telling him, I'm not going to make it till tomorrow. I know I'm going to die. They're going to kill me. So Andrew is like, Tally, I love you and we're going to make it. You just got to do what they tell you to do, and then you won't get these beatings anymore. So after he leaves the container, then I'll say a little bit into it, baby girl Tavia. Wow, this broke my heart. This baby girl walks to the container and she takes her mom a piece of bread and she says, Mom, you just got to be good so they don't hurt you again. You've got to be good. So can you just imagine a baby, literally a baby, telling their mom, in order for you not to be punished, you just got to be good. That's something parents tell their kids. But no, this baby girl, yeah, she got my heart with that one. I was like, no way. Like, no way did they. But yeah, she had to tell her mom, you gotta do the right thing or they're gonna keep hurting you. And so, of course, Daikon, being the ninja that he is, y'all think I'm playing. I'm telling you, Daikon is part ninja. That dude is part ninja. He just yelled at the little girl, hey, what are you doing over there? And of course, Tavia runs and goes back to wherever, she came from. And Daikon enters into the container where Tally is and trying to see what does she want, what do you blah blah blah, and Tally is just like, that's just my, it's my child. She didn't want anything. She didn't really want to say too much because in fear that he would try to hurt her, because Daikon seems just like that type of butthole that will do something, to a child. So that was the end of that little section. Then you see Sarah, returning home and finding out that basically because her cousin, who's also the babysitter, and sort of her housekeeper, she says, hey, can you pay me because the check that you wrote bounced? So Sarah's like, what do you mean the check bounced? Like, I know we have the money, what is going on? So at this point, that's another realization that, wait a minute, I need to go find out, because now all of our money, she checks her, account and goes through a little process, checking with the bank or whatever. Go through the process, come to find out, Andrew has given all the money away to the Rakadushi, which that's another sign of him being all in with the Raku. So once again, we're still confused as to whether Andrew is in with the Raku or if he's in with the FBI. It's still to be determined. Okay, so at this point, Sheriff Conley calls Mac and says, hey, I'm going to the Rakadushi compound. They said it was okay if I come up there. You need to go ahead. If you're going to send your guy, you need to go ahead and send him now. So Mac says, yeah, I have a guy that's going to be there. He'll be there with you. Of course, that guy being Brian. And That's pretty much it. They're basically going to be on their way to the Rockwood compound, and this is the same place that Jess, drugged Brian's wife and raped, possibly, he doesn't know, but possibly even raped his wife. And so he's pretty upset with everything Raku. But Mac is telling him, look, man, if you're going to do this, I need you to remain calm. I need you to just keep it to yourself. Don't blow it, because we need this. We need this, we need your help with this situation. So once Brian is like, I'm all in, I'll do whatever. I'm gonna help take him down, but I've got to do this. Let me be a part of this. I'm going to do this. So at another point, Sarah ends up returning to talk to Mac, letting him know about the money and everything. And Mac is like, well, we can give you a advance on his pay. And she's like, well, I don't need an advance on his pay because I've got a couple of checks at home that haven't even been cashed yet. So her point is, I want to know what's going on with my husband. Yet Mac is not, he's not letting in. Sarah brings in a piece of paperwork, lays it down on the desk. Then, after going back and forth with Mac, she leaves the office, and Malcolm snoops around on the desk, trying to see what the paper was that Sarah laid down. And once he sees what that is, he puts it back, so, Mac doesn't know that he's been snooping around on his desk. So after Tally has been beaten, now we're moving back over to the Raku. After Tally has been beaten, the highest lets the people know that, hey, we got visitors tomorrow. I want everybody on their best behavior, so to speak. Put all your ish up, like get rid of all the guns, hide your drugs. The people are coming. The sheriff is coming. Hide your guns, hide your kids. the people are coming. Okay? So, yeah, they're on alert. The Raku compound, they're all on alert. So you see them hustling and putting up guns and hiding the drugs, because it's there, but it's not in our face. So they still have to hide it. Okay, so we're going to go back a little bit. Once Mac offers no answers to Sarah, she decides, hey, I'm going to take it into my own hands. I'm going to find my husband. Like, there's no way I'm just going to keep sitting around and not find figure out where my husband is. So Sarah remembers that she bought Andrew this watch that tracks his heart rate, so on and so forth. Almost like a Apple Watch or something like that, or a Fitbit, something like that. And she calls the company and finds out that she can track him down by using, the registration or the receipt number on the watch. So once she figures that out, then she's in the process of trying to track down Andrew. Now, speaking of Andrew, yeah, Tally told him this was coming. But what Andrew does, Daikon says, well, let me go back. Let me really go back, because I really need to touch this subject right here. This Daikon, this fool. Okay, Andrew comes out of the container where Tally is. So Tally and Andrew, in Daikon's mind, Andrew has been in the container way too long. So Andrew, once he walks out the container, he's questioned by Daikon. Hey, you've been in that container a little bit too long. What were you in there for? Why were you in there so long? And Andrew was like, hey, I was just trying to, let her know she has to obey. This stuff won't keep happening to her until she just has to obey. So Mr. Nosy behind Daikon says, pull your pants down. Like, put his pants down? Like, what are you doing? He wants to smell Andrew's ta-da. Okay? You know what I'm talking about. He wants to make sure that Andrew was not in the container having sex with Tally. Like, okay. Sounds like Daika, I'm telling you, it's something. There's something that transpired between Daikon and Tally to where he just has so much against her. Now we already know he's a little bit jealous of Andrew, but to have the man out in public and have him pull his pants down and you smell his ta-da, it's something wrong. So anyway, once Andrew's like, okay, cool, because I know I haven't done anything, pulls his pants down, sniff, sniff. Okay, you can go, according to Daikon. Okay, you can go. I know you haven't done anything. And his smart behind, oh, I can smell it, right? Okay, well, now I know, according to Andrew. Yeah, now I know. So anyway, that's when he says to Andrew, the highest is waiting for you in his trailer. So Andrew goes to the highest's trailer and walks in, and look, what do we see? But booty behind naked, the highest, laying on the bed, waiting on Andrew. Tells him that he's going to be one of the 7 seeds. And in order for him to become one of the 7 seeds, he has to take the highest seed. We're going to leave this part to our imagination because we don't know which way the seed was entered into Andrew's body. We're just going to leave it at that. We don't know. We don't know. We're not going to assume. We just know that he was seeded. Okay, because that was the only way he could be around for the 7th seed. Now, the 7th seed are the ones that are going to give Ruth the highest is his seed so that she can have a baby technically by the highest without actually making a baby with the highest. Okay, so the highest tells Andrew, you can go first. And now Ruth is like, nah, this is not what, I thought. I thought it was just going to be just you and I. The highest, I thought I was just going to lay with you, not all of these, these men. And this slick joker says, well, you were laying out there in the street with men for free and the government and blah, blah, blah. And so this is nothing different. So in her mind, she's so hurt that the highest put her in that position. So she's just like, I don't know if I can do it, but I don't want you to be disappointed in me. So basically, because she wasn't moving towards laying down on her own, so the 7 guys helped her lay down, helped her lay down on the bed. And that's when the highest said, Andrew, you go first. So we'll see if Andrew is actually able to go through with it. We don't know yet. We'll see. But that's about it, y'all. That's about it for episode 3. Looking forward to so much more. We got episodes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got to go all the way to 19, y'all. So we're going to do our best to knock them out. All right. But thank y'all for stopping by. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope I wasn't too long-winded for you guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends about All Things Ruthless channel on YouTube. Tell your friends about our Tyler Perry Ruthless fan page on Facebook, as well as on Twitter, as well as on Instagram. On Instagram, we're TP Ruthless Fans. So yeah, just let everybody know we're here. We're here to discuss. We're here to, see what's going to happen in these next few episodes with All Things Ruthless. And that's about it, y'all. Thank you. You have a great evening. All hail to Raku. No, thank you. All right. Peace. Ruthless.